Oh my God. Oh my God. So many things happen to make it not happen, but it's finally happening. We're a day late. I hurt my back. Oh my God. We're so disorganized. Oh God. I'm waiting for Janet now. She's still inside bringing the dogs out. She's still got this kind of deer in the headlights kind of a thing going on. So hopefully she'll be here soon and we'll get out of here before 4 o'clock p.m. Get on the road to South Dakota. First stop along the way to Olympia. After finally getting on the road by 4:30, we ended up driving through the night. We were both dead tired by midnight, thanks to a couple of butter burgers and milkshakes from a Clover's in Wisconsin, or was it Minnesota? I drank about 4 20-ounce Pepsis trying to stay awake. Our angels were for sure watching over us.
Oh, you're still filming.
Hey.
Oh, Herbie thinks the bacon's for him.
Oh, of course he does.
Oh, don't you. No.
Give me that bacon right now.
No
Get away from
bacon
Herbie.
included.
Oh.
No bacon for Herbie. Only kibble.
2 strips.
Oh, which they haven't gotten yet. Should we eat first? And
Oh,
eat all alpha?
absolutely.
Alright, so here we are asserting our alpha dominance by eating our own breakfast before they're
Okay.
eating theirs.
The grand unveiling of a Sioux Falls breakfast.
I ordered all the same ingredients on both of ours, so that...
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks good, so. Yeah. All right.
Alright, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Yay, Sioux Falls, woohoo!
After breakfast, we fed the dogs in the parking lot of the Motel 6. Once that was done, it was fill up the tank and hit the road. For literally hundreds of miles, I-90 is littered with billboards telling travelers how many miles to Wild Drug, which is, along with Mount Rushmore, the 2 biggest tourist attractions in South Dakota. For some reason, there's an 80-foot dinosaur outside the store, because why not? So now, we're trying to get dinner at this Country Market Diner in Rapid City, South Dakota. Herbie, shush. Hey, there they are.
Do you forgive your mommy? Do you forgive your mommy? I promise there will be so many trees and birds where we're going. I promise. I promise. It's gonna be okay. There'll be trees and birds and big windows. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. I love you guys so much. Oh, it's okay.
If you back out, you can see the clutter of the van, packed to the gills with everything, including our beloved cats. So here we are at the Motel 6 in Billings, Montana. Just in fairness to Motel 6, this is a pretty decent place. The last place was very much of a shithole, but this is nice. It's secure. We got all the animals here. Hey, I'm filming, sweetie, so when you come out, be decent. And this is what we got the setup here. There's Odie and Lily on the bed. Herbie is somewhere around. There's all of our junk. Well, some of our junk. The rest of it's still in the car. A very secure door once again. And there is Janet looking lovely as always. We just fed all the animals. We slept all day long. We weren't supposed to be staying all day today, but we did because it was killing us. And there's Herbie.
Well, we thought we weren't supposed to, but it turns out that was the best thing to do. We just didn't realize it.
Yes, that's true. And I'm so glad that we did.
Oh, gosh.
To feel like a new person today.
new person, and then more sleep tonight will complete it.
Yes. Yes, but doing another all-nighter was not going to happen.
No, we're not robots, and maybe if we were 20, we could. I don't think I could have even pulled it off if I was 20.
May have tried.
Yeah, definitely would have tried. For sure.
Yes. But not being 20 anymore, we decided that
We're less funny.
And somehow, was that situation last night that it was just totally by accident? We drove all night again, through mountainous territory in the dark, dodging deer, forever.
No, we had to go slow because of deer and Siri, like the iPhone guide that we were using to navigate. She sent us on these like local, like state highways. And the local state highways are like one lane and super windy, and I mean it was insane. It was like we were driving through a deer preserve. I mean, I grew up actually in a place with a lot of deer, so for me seeing a deer at night driving is like, well, duh. But I mean, it was surreal. There were so many. I was like, oh, there's another on the right, on the left. We had to make like code words so that we could convey the information really fast. So I was like the deer scout, and I was like, left side, right side deer, left side, and then we got this car. The angels like had this car. We feel like it was divine protection. This car in front of us turned out to be a really good deer spotter too, because like when we would see deer, his brake lights would be on, so we knew he was looking out for the deer too. And he was like kind of slower also driving, and so he was like he was like a double checker for me for deer scouting. And because we all were like, obviously, if you're not from a rural area, or, I mean, I grew up in a place that was very wooded, but if you're not and you live in the city, you don't know. What happens is if a deer is crossing the street and you're coming, they can just like freeze in your headlights at night, and then if you can't brake in time to avoid him or swerve or something, you're going to hit him, and it does a ton of front end damage because they'll just stand there like deer in the headlights. So anyway, so it's really unsafe. So anyway, so we navigated that fine, and then we get to we kept calling the hotel, because Lorenzo got good intuition, and he's like, well, why don't you call the hotel, make sure our room is still on hold. And I call, and the guy, God bless him, but he's, he just got off his smoke break. I was probably interrupting his smoke break, So he wasn't, I don't think he was being very empathic at the time. And he's like, just get here by 4:50. He's like, because I got to do this, on the computer. I got to close out all the reservations. So I can't keep your reservation past 4:50, which is completely against like Motel 6, like what they tell you. They tell you if we have your credit card, we're billing it at 11 p.m. and that's it. The room's yours, blah, blah, which is what we wanted. We wanted a room that was ours, no matter what time we get here. And he's like, just get here before 4:50. So we're like trying to like dodge deer and all this stuff, and we're like, okay, it's 4:15 right now, or so whatever. So I mean, I had a feeling that somehow it would work out. He kind of implied slightly it would work out, but like mostly he was like, no, you have to get here because otherwise I cancel your reservation. So anyway, we get here, and it all worked out. And I was like, he was like, I would have kept you. I would have given you a room. You would have been fine. And I'm like, yes, but that's key information to that you could have told me. Why did you didn't tell us that? So like whatever. So but long story short, we got the room. Like he's like, well, you have the room like till tomorrow. You have the room for a whole day. Like because he didn't give it to us the way we wanted, which was that night. And I check out at noon. So we had like at 5 a.m. or 5:40, whenever we really got there, we had, or 6:40.
6:40, because I was running out of gas on the highway.
Oh, there you go. We almost ran out of gas. Well, we did.
Forget that part.
We did basically.
We basically coasted into the gas station.
Yeah, we coasted into a gas station that we didn't know would even be there in time.
Which is also a casino, by the way. Which is everything in this town is apparently also a casino.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
There's that. But at least it sold sunglasses because I needed a pair of sunglasses. So you'll probably see that in a future video. I have a nice pair of sunglasses. But anyway, so I don't know. So that's how we realized, like, oh, I think the angels wanted us to day and sleep all day.
Yes.
And so that's how it sort of like, the angels had to like hit us on the head, because we were so hard-headed about like, oh, we have to schedule, and oh, we have to do it, and so we've been a little thick-headed, I guess, as far as that, but hopefully we're like really syncing up to angel messages as much as humanly possible. We're not letting our ego or our fear get in the way anymore. Wood. I'm not gonna pick wood.
It's close enough.
So we'll see.
Awesome. Well, a good night's sleep for the first time in I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a full day of driving.
And our dogs are all ready for a good night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They are. They're loving this. They're just loving this. They're looking forward to. I don't know. They're not, probably just looking forward to sleeping some more.
Yeah, they just had dinner and they're sleeping.
Yeah. So destination tomorrow is Moses Lake, Washington. Yes,
where we may or may not have internet on our phones.
Mm.
Our phones became useless. We lost our internet provider.
Yeah, so only the big providers work on the road, apparently.
We should have kept Big Brother AT&T service, but we switched to Credo Mobile. That's like very, progressive, and they donate to progressive causes.
Right.
But they also don't have service in places like South Dakota and Montana. Which we probably should have seen coming, but we did not.
This is not their market, I don't think. I'm not going to say anything else. Okay.
So, note to self, if the viewer, if you're going through some, a lot of remote places, just make sure your cell service is with like Big Brother.
Yeah. Basically. Get Credo when you get where you're going, not along the way.
Yeah, Credo Mobile is cool, but not for cross country.
Alas.
Bye.
After breakfast at the Cracker Barrel, which features impulse items like lemonade peeps, gummy hot dogs, and hymn albums as impulse items, it was on the road again. By this time, we had gotten pretty good at our load-unload routine. We always asked for a room in the back of the motel so we could be near an area to take the dogs that was away from traffic. Then we would close the dogs in the bathroom while we sneaked the 2 big cat cages and our most valuable items in. In the morning, we did the same thing in reverse. Everything had to fit together just right. Okay, so this is our last day, hopefully on the road, and we're in the hotel room in Moses Lake, Washington, which we made before it was too late, finally, thanks to me panicking and melting down and driving like a maniac.
I melted down the day before, and then he melted down yesterday. It's a rule, we only one of us melts down at the same time.
Yes, hopefully so. So we've all packed. We've fed the dogs, fed the cats. Cats are in their cages and loaded and ready to go.
That's BMV.
Hey.
So I figured since this is the last time that we'll have this set up. That's it.
All right. So all we have to do now is just eat and load this stuff.
We have
and
to
we'll be ready to go.
Finally.
Yes, we have to eat.
We have to eat.
And everyone else has eaten.
And we do eat. I have blood sugar issues, so I have to have regular protein. So we did buy a box of Chapul bars, Thai bar. It's Thai flavor, and the brand is Chapul. I don't know if you're into that, but they're protein bars essentially, but they don't have any grains, and they actually are made of crickets.
Yes.
but it helps me to keep my blood sugar up.
But you can't tell that they're made from crickets unless you think about it, because it's cricket flour.
Yeah, you can't.
You're not crunching on bugs.
No,
or anything.
it's all organic ingredients, and I think
yes.
I do recommend some kind of a healthy, because that's all organic ingredients, and it's like you know, when you don't have time to stop on the road, because on the road the food is just massively expensive and massively unhealthy. So having something like that for in between times, I definitely recommend.
Yeah. So that's it, and now we're about to go, and
the final leg of our journey.
Yeah, and the next thing you will see will be on the road and in our new rental home. So
yay.
Off we go.
In Lacey/Olympia, Washington.
Olympia. Eastern Washington was really flat, but once we crossed the Columbia River, it got really super mountainy and windy. Driving a top-heavy minivan with a roof bag became quite a challenge. As we were crossing the Cascade Mountains, we started to hear a clacking sound. At first we thought it was maybe pebbles being kicked up under the car, but it turns out that one of the two straps holding our roof bag on had come undone and was flapping in the wind. With the hazard blinkers on, we managed to limp to the next rest stop. Luckily, what remained of our worldly possessions was not blown off a mountain, and we were able to stabilize the carrier. After disaster was averted, we were finally able to take in the beauty of Western Washington.
Everybody, so we're actually in the final 20 minutes of our 5-day journey to get to our new home in Olympia, Washington. And here's Herbie, who sits on my lap while Lorenzo drives. Here's Lorenzo driving, and so anyway, Herbie's happy. He's just licking away. That's what he does for hours and hours. And back here is Odie and Lily. You can barely see him, but the brown and white dog is Odie, and you can see his butt and his tail. And then the black dog is Lily. And they had more room back here, but then I made a sharp break at one point, and some of the soft bags fell forward, so now they have less room. But nobody got hurt in the making of this trip. Thank God.
Turn left onto Marvin Road northeast towards Yale.
Alright, so we're getting off the expressway for the last time before we go see our house. Okay, so I'm going to record again because we're going to be in our house supposedly in 2 minutes at our house. So I'm excited. I haven't seen it yet. I've never been here. Anyway, so I've never seen this house because Lorenzo came, because he's awesome, and he came for us in May to find the place. Okay, so we're turning on to our street, which for privacy's sake I will not say the name of the street. But anyway,
street is gonna bust us out.
And so
there we go.
So anyway, thank you, Siri. So I still haven't seen this house yet. Let's see. Oh my God, there are these huge speed bumps.
You have to stop hitting it. Pass it? I mean, I passed it.
No, it's one more. It's one more. I remember that blue house from. See, I've stalked this house on Google Maps. never obviously been here. So,
I'll not hit those bumps that hard again.
Lorenzo's been here twice.
Here we go.
Alright,
This is it.
so here it is. So this is our rental house. Alrighty, and here's Herbie. And Lily's awake now. Lily! Oh, my baby girl. Odie! Odie! Odie's still asleep. We're gonna have to bribe him to get up and give him some kibble or something.
Oh, he'll get up.
Alright, well, good job, Lorenzo.
Thank you. Good job, Bennett. Okay, so this is us pulling up just now in our Dodge Grand Caravan, covered in beetle juice from the road. So they did a nice job manicuring and everything as far as the lawn goes and that kind of thing. Wow. Okay, so we're in the yard now, the first time with the dogs.
Yeah.
There's Lily, she's loving it. Odie's
exploring the perimeter.
literally pissing out his territory.
Literally.
There's some dog in the yard next door, which I just heard, which I know.
And Herbie was just standing around looking lost, so I picked him up.
Was he? There's a lot of, area for him to cover.
I know, I think he's a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, he'll get used to it. Real fast, I'm sure.
So there's a side yard over there.
I know. And well, here's where the wood pile used to be. Yeah. Mushrooms are growing. At least a giant wood pile, and the hornet's nest is gone. That's the side yard. Yeah. Another gate. But this is a decent sized yard. It's a 1/4 acre. Quarter acre lot overall, probably not just the yard. And there's a howling dog. Yep, we should get the cats out of the car. They'd love to come in. Not only did the cats get out of the van, but they got their very own room. They're free to go other places in the house, but the cat room is like their own private lounge. Sadly, just a month after we arrived, we lost our youngest dog, Lily, to what we think was kidney disease or cancer. We only got to spend 4 years with Lily while she was on Earth, and we still miss her. Not a day goes by that we don't think about her.